Criticisms continue to pick on the confidential funds requested by the Office of the Vice President. But did this move violate the Constitution when it transferred 125 million pesos in confidential funds to the said office in 2022? A veteran lawmaker will give us a clear explanation. Let's find out in MJ Mondejar's report.
Vice President Sara Duterte made headlines recently due to her use of 125 million pesos in confidential funds, which were allegedly not part of the OVP's 2022 budget. The funds came from the Office of the President. During the plenary deliberations for next year's national budget, former House Appropriations Chairman Isidro Ungab was compelled to explain the issue. He clarified that there was nothing wrong with transferring the funds from the Office of the President to the Vice President's office because they were drawn from contingency funds.
It was requested by the OVP to DBM. The DBM evaluated it and requested the approval of the Office of the President. And the President himself approved to release from the special purpose funds. The special purpose funds, that includes the contingency fund, which is the source of those 125 million plus something like another amount for other expenditures.
Ungab further explained that the funds were not an augmentation for the Vice President's office, but rather a new appropriation for contingency funds. He also emphasized that there was no need to itemize how the funds would be used.
Pag augmentation, kailangan mo, kung galing ka sa savings, there must be an existing budgetary item. This is not coming from savings. This is not coming from augmentation. This is coming from contingency fund, which allows new and existing appropriations.
Members of the opposition in Congress have been questioning the use of the OVP's confidential funds. However, the Makabayan bloc admitted that they had no concrete evidence to support their alleged misuse of the Vice President's office funds. For Ganabul of Philippines, MJ Mondejar, SMNI News.
A homegrown motorcycle ride-hailing company has committed to support the Philippine government's program to boost employment. MJ Mondejar, tell us more.
The cooperation between the government and the private sector in creating jobs for Filipinos continues. And one of the key players in this effort is the homegrown motorcycle ride-hailing company, Angkas. George Royeca, CEO of Angkas, said that the company is dedicated to providing more jobs for Filipinos. But how? They plan to turn many Filipinos into nanopreneurs. This is one of the initiatives pushed by President Bongbong Marcos, Royeca said during the recent ASEAN Summit in Indonesia.
Isa pong agenda dun sa ASEAN Summit is yung tinatawag po ng presidente na nanopreneur. At ito po ay mas maliit sa micro-entrepreneur at I think represents a large number of our workforce.
Angkas riders qualify as nanopreneurs because they use motorcycles for their livelihood. This aligns with President BBM's goal of providing decent jobs for many Filipinos through the Motorcycle Micro-Business Program. And Angkas is committed to collaborating with the government on this initiative.
We hope to provide or create an ecosystem that legitimizes ang tinatawag nating nanopreneur or informal sector para talagang mabigyan, ma-empower po natin a large portion of our population.
The company aims to convert 18 million motorcycle owners into nanopreneurs and improve earnings from motorcycle taxis. Based on latest data, Angkas already has over 28,000 partner riders in various parts in the Philippines, including Metro Manila, Greater Manila Area, Metro Cebu, and Cagayan de Oro. The company plans to continue its collaboration with the government, especially in the full legalization of motorcycle taxis in the Philippines. They're actively contributing inputs to the forthcoming legislation.
Kaya po natin magbigay ng trabaho sa milyong-milyong Pilipino dito sa industriya na to at lahat ng pong hard work na ginagawa ng ating mambabatas, ng executive branch, ng DOTR at LTFRB, very promising po na finally makakamit na po sa mga probinsya lahat ng mga habal-habal na maging lehitimo at magkaroon po sila ng trabaho.
Motorcycle taxi operations in the Philippines are still in a pilot program. For Ganabul of Philippines, MJ Mondejar, SMNI News.
It is appropriated to buy rice from local farmers first before considering importing rice as a solution, as said by Senator Amy Marcos. She also insisted that many provinces in the country are still selling rice at 25 pesos per kilo. Jason Fabrico has the details.
Senator Amy Marcos believes it is better to buy rice from local farmers right now. She said many of the provinces in the country sell rice at 25 pesos per kilo. Senator Marcos said the National Food Authority should buy them first before considering importation as a solution.
Simutin muna, ang dami-dami pa sa Mindanao, ang dami pa sa Nueva Ecija, yung mga biofertilizer. Ang baba ng presyo ng ani nila, nasa 25 pesos. Ba't hindi muna yan ang bilhin? Ang pagkaalam ko, ang NFA, 75%, 3/4 of their budget remains intact. Hindi pa sila namimili. Kailan pa sila namimili?
Senator Marcos said the local farmers will be at a disadvantage if the government chooses to import rice. The senator explained that if imported rice comes in, the price of local rice will be lower and it will affect local farmers.
At ang pinangangambahan na naman ng mga magsasaka sa amin, baka naman pagpasok ng imported, sasapawan na naman yung bagong ani. Kasi mag-aanihan na sa bukid sa loob ng isang linggo by the 3rd week of September all through October. That's the major first harvest.
Senator Marcos added that the importation is not sustainable and neither are subsidies.
Importation is not sustainable, neither are subsidies. But at the end of the day, we have to invest in our countryside, finally, so that we can become competitive and achieve food security.
Authorities strictly enforce President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s Executive Order 39, in which the price ceiling is implemented at 41 pesos per kilo for regular milled rice and 45 pesos per kilo for well-milled rice. The government has already distributed financial assistance to the affected rice retailers. For God and my beloved Philippines, I am Jason Rubrico, SM9 News.